Welcome to Blinds.com Crafty at Home. I'm Abigail, and with me today is Sarah.
Hello.
Our office scrapbooking extraordinaire and gift wrapping pro. So today she's going to share some really fun gift wrapping techniques that you can use for this year's holiday gifts. So Sarah, will you tell us what we need for this project?
Absolutely, I will. So the first thing you'll need is a few pieces of scrapbook paper, preferably double-sided, but not necessary. A pair of scissors, a hot glue gun, Kraft wrapping paper, butcher paper works fine as well, an assortment of Christmas stamps, embossing powders in your choice of colors, embossing ink, clear works great, and the embossing heat tool.
Great, okay, let's get started. Alright, so the first thing Sarah's going to teach us how to do is to emboss paper. We just wrapped the presents in the brown butcher paper, and that's how we're going to start. This process is so amazing. I couldn't believe it when Sarah told me how it was done.
Thank you. Yeah, it's really simple. So let's get started. So what you're going to want to do is go ahead and get your stamp of your choice, nice and wet. Make sure it's evenly distributed. And just press down really hard in the area that you want to emboss. Next, we're just going to sprinkle a generous amount of embossing powder in the area you stamped. Don't be scared to be a little messy. So now what we want to do is slide off the powder and thump it just a little bit to get any of the excess powder off. Next, we're going to want to apply your heat gun directly on the areas that you covered. Here we go.
And this is going to cause the letters to raise up.
That's correct.
Very cool. If you've ever seen embossed cards or things like that, it's raised by a press that presses the paper into the design. But this is actually going to lift up the area that's moist and cause you to have a raised design. It's very cool.
And you'll know it's working because it'll get darker as it's basically raising. Just a few seconds like that. You can usually count, to a minute. And there's your finished product.
Beautiful. So this is just adhering the powder to the ink that we put.
It gives you that beautiful, bold look.
So you can do a small design like this and embellish it with yarn or ribbon, or you can just do the embossing powder and do it as a larger design over the whole surface. All right, thanks, Sarah. So what else can we do with our gifts?
We can embellish our gifts with really beautiful bows that look like it took you all day to make, but really it took you a few minutes.
All right, let's learn how.
Okay, great. We're going to get started with our 3 pieces of scrapbook paper. You'll notice that I have 3 different sizes. They're all graduated. The base is going to be about 7 inches, 10 inches for your medium, and your largest piece of paper should be about 11 inches. All right, we're going to get started with the base. And what I'm going to do is cut out triangles at the base. Like so. And we're going to do that on the other side as well. Okay. And that'll be your base. We'll put that to the side. Next, what I'm going to do with my medium size is I'm just going to create a loop. Like so. And what I'm going to do is apply glue.
That's ideal for such a wide opening like this. And also, it will give you a little bit more.
And close your loop.
When you want to open them, so you're not worried about these large panels.
And we're going to do the same thing with the larger piece.
To the edge of the trim. They're more of a white as well. Do you think that you want to go with white or maybe?
Now we're going to connect them together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to press a little bit down here. Just add a little glue.
Okay. And just visually, so since this one has a really good width to it, it's not so tall, but definitely has a great width. You have the option of looking, you have enough clearance enough to do it.
And you're going to do the same with this one.
2.5 inch, 3.5, or 4.5. Given the window size, I think that the 3.5 would be a really great smallest, and it's not too big.
So you can see it's starting to look like a ribbon.
You have a great view looking out.
And now we're just going to connect all of them.
Kind of like a display wall. So I can kind of walk you over to so you can see them. So.
And there you are.
So Sarah just took this ribbon and glued it on top of a package. It's going to look beautiful under your tree. Thanks for sharing these projects with us.
You're welcome.
Are all ready for Christmas.
You sure are.
And if you want more Crafty at home, go check out our YouTube playlist. We're at youtube.com/blinds. And you can also find us on Pinterest, on Facebook, on Twitter. And we'd love to interact with you on our blog at blog.blinds.com.